Okay, everybody. Just basically, what's happening at Aquarium Daily? Well, we've got some big changes coming. The tank that you see behind me, that's been shut down as a tropical tank, and we have some koi outside in our pond, which are going to be coming into this tank over the winter. The main reason for it is energy costs. This tank is expensive to run, and the two heaters, 300 watt a piece, and the shutting down of the pond outside will obviously help with the energy costs in that respect. We do have tanks where these fish are going to go. One of them is upstairs in our office, where the room is constantly warm, so the actual heating of the tank isn't too bad. We don't heat this room, so you can imagine that 280 litres of water constantly being heated, it's quite a hit on energy costs. So basically we're going to be shutting this one down as a tropical tank, but we are keeping it, and we're just going to put our koi and goldfish in there. Other changes in the fish room, those they are tropical tanks down there, and again those are going to be shut down and moved upstairs into our office, where, like I just said, it is warm all the time. Now hopefully with all these changes it should reduce the impact on the energy costs, and I think that it is something that I'm going to have to do, and that is close this tank down, take the fish out, rehome them into our other tanks. I mean, we've got 3 tanks at the moment, where the 100 litre tanks, and we've just got 2 medium-sized angels in there, so they're easy. You know, they're nowhere near capacity, so we can increase the numbers of the fish in those. Now, the reason that they are on their own in these tanks is because we do breed from them, but until the spring comes and things warm up, we're going to stop our breeding program. Now, as I said, there's fish downstairs in the cellar. As you're all aware, Shirley's poorly. She's recovering down there at the moment, but 2 colleagues, the 2 younger Blackmores, they're going to be going down there with her, and we're going to sort out a tank. The cooler temperatures in the cellar aren't going to be an issue for them, but there would be an issue obviously for the others. We do have shrimps down there, and the Blue Dreams, they've crashed, and we haven't been able to get the colony back up. So what's left in there, I think I'm about 8 or 10 shrimp, and I'm going to shut that tank down. Some of the fish that you can see behind me, they're going to go upstairs as well. There's not a lot in here. Let me just switch all that. Right, okay, so what we've got in here, we've got quite a number of smaller koi angels, and they're going to be going upstairs. We've got some rummy nose tetras. Those are going to go upstairs as well, along with the black phantoms. Like I said, there's not a lot in here. It isn't overstocked by any means. The biggest issue I think I'm going to have is taking out or chasing the bristlenose, because there are quite a number of those in here. I think they all know that there's something happening, because I've just been going around with the nets, just doing a few little bits and pieces, but everything, the plants will be staying. Oh, these plants will be staying in. These plants we're going to take out and put into our other tanks, and the big piece of slate at the moment, that's going to be coming out, and that'll just go in the garden for the time being and over winter. Come the spring, we'll look at putting it back in once we've assessed what the energy costs are. But I mean, I was going to look at taking apart next year and rescaping, but obviously at the moment that's been brought on a little bit early. So what we'll do, we'll update you again very shortly. Hi guys, so now we're a day after the move of all the fish. Now this tank, what we did have, we just had 2 angels in here. Now there's another 2 in here. They've had to bunk up together. They're not happy about it, but I'm sure they'll sort themselves out shortly. We've got the yo-yo Pakistani loach. That's gone in there. The big tank is empty of tropical fish now, and we've got our pond fish in there. Now, as you can see, our blue angels in there, and obviously everybody's having a go at each other, and I think over a few days they'll settle down. Here we go. Look. But no, they'll be fine. They'll sort themselves out. But strangely enough, the 2 that were in this tank are generally hiding behind this slate. There's 1 out at the moment, but both, you can see 1 there just at the moment that's just hiding. And hopefully by having the other angels in here, it'll just tempt them to come out a little bit, but they do tend to hide behind the slate. They have laid eggs there in the past as well, which at the moment with the Pakistani loach, I think any eggs that are going to be laid are going to be eaten. Okay, so some of the angels have gone in here, and I'll just move round now and we'll go to the other ones. Obviously everybody recognises this tank. The only fish that have gone in here is the zebra, the lone zebra that I've got, and we've got 2 cardinals, and those are just basically what I've got left. What I'll probably do is I'll increase their numbers, get a few more zebras and a few more cardinals, but not in this tank. This tank now, there's no more fish going in there. That's it for the time being. Now moving down, where some of you be aware that Shirley's poorly at the moment. She's downstairs in the fish room. Now in here are 2 friends, 2 blackmores, and what we've got, there's 2, I don't know if you can see that, I don't think they're not visible, but there are 2 calico bristlenose in here. These guys are thinking they're getting fed, but what I have done, I've just temporarily dumped the plants in here from the tank downstairs, and those are going to go into some other tanks when I get them sorted. But these plants, like I said, these plants, they're going to move out of here. Now moving down, big changes on this one, because all my driftwood's gone in here, because there's some anubias on there. But at the moment it is absolutely loaded with fish. I do have plenty of filtration on this one, so I'm not overly worried. But the rest of the angels have gone in here. Now this tank, the one that the blackmores are in here, those blackmores are going to be coming out and going into the fish room. Now the fish room isn't heated, and obviously to sort out the energy costs, because the fish room isn't heated, I can put them down there, and the tropical fish that I've got down there at the moment, I'll move back up here. So basically the blackmores and the tropicals in the fish room are getting swapped over. I have 2 25 litre tanks with with red cherry shrimps and some black rose, and those are going to be coming up into the office as well. But as you can see, everybody's in this tank. They're quite comfortable. There's a lot, and to be honest, I just dumped this. This was just literally just dumped in there. But to be honest, I quite like it. I like the design. You know, I think, you know, the way that the wood and the slate and the gravel and the plants. But no, I think that looks quite a nice tank as it is now. But we will move some of the fish out of here and bring, because there's not a lot of tropical downstairs, and we will move some of these out and put them in with the ones just in the tank above. Right, now let me switch over and I'll take you downstairs and show you the pondfish. Okay guys, so this is my 280 litre tank, and that was stripped down yesterday. All the tropical fish taken out, and a lot of the hardscape. Now, at the moment, we've just got one koi and what looks like two shabunkins. That's what I was told they were when we bought them earlier this year. And as you can see, there's the single koi that we've got, and these two. Now there were 4 shabunkins. I'm not quite sure if the other 2 are still hiding in the pond, but I haven't been able to find them, or whether they've been taken, I don't know. But they're going to see themselves out in this tank over the winter, and we're going to develop the pond, and they'll be going back in again come the spring. But the other thing that it does mean is that because they're happy with cold water, I don't have to heat this tank over the winter. So I mean, we're going to save about 500 watts on consumption. There's 200-300 watts heaters have been taken out, and the pond pump as well has now been shut down. So hopefully with the changes that I've made, we'll save quite a bit on energy now. I have reduced the lighting on this. We did have 2 fluval strips on the top, which we've only got 1 now. So we'll just see how things go, and just keep them, you know, monitor the energy usage and see, you know, if we've got to take any more steps. Okay, so I hope you like the changes, and I'll update you again shortly. And keep watching on for Shirley. She's poorly at the moment, as you're probably aware, but she's making you know, I mean, a week ago we didn't think she was going to survive, but she's still there with us, and hopefully she'll, you know, get strength back, and I mean, maybe, you know, she might end up back in, you know, going in this tank, and put the 2 black moors in as well. I mean, let me know what you think in the comments. Should I put the black moors in here, or should I just leave them in their own tank separately? Okay, right. Catch you all later. Bye.